I am stunned at what I just learned, and it was by complete accident on, of all places, TikTok. Now, for those
First
who,
objective, turn on
for
power.
the people who don't
Second
know,
objective, break,
Apple
or vice versa.
Apple
You
came
know
up
what
with a
I
card.
choose.
I looked it up before recording this. They came out with the Apple credit card 4 years ago. Now,
I will help
I
you,
was
but
actually
only if you
oblivious to
get me
this.
some
Like I didn't
vodka.
know like had a card. Like I just knew about Apple Pay. Like just like a year ago. Okay, I used Apple Pay as often as I could because of how like convenient and easy it was. Right when I learned that I was able to use it. Okay, and I like just like literally like 2 months, like not even 2 months ago. I would say like maybe a month and a half ago, I got the Apple Card, and I was approved on the spot. I don't know if it's because I had good credit, but I got approved instantaneously with effortlessly. All I said was, "Oh, I make this amount. I've had credit for this long. This here's my social. Like, do I get approved?" And then boom, right there, literally the night I got approved, I went and I went and bought Popeyes with a friend of mine with my Apple Card. It was insane, and bro, I'm telling you, a month and a half later, I'm in love with this card, bro. Like, there is so many benefits to it. I'm honestly surprised that this. Well, it's not necessarily a failure because it's actually a good card. The problem is Goldman Sachs, the one who the bank who issues the credit card, it's bad news. It's a bad idea for them. It's a bad investment for them because like, since they're not screwing people over, they're not making money. Okay, they're actually losing money with this card, despite it being like, in my experience, a genuinely good product. Okay, 4.15% interest in a saving in your savings account, 2% back on anything you buy if you use Apple Pay, 3% if you shop, at the Apple Store, Nike Store, Uber Eats, Walgreens, Panera Bread, what else? Ace Hardware, like Exxon and Mobil. You get 3% if you use Apple Pay at those locations. 3% back. Like, and of course, if you use the actual titanium card, like, you get 1% back on anything you use, or if you use the card information.
I must fight
Like,
my way through.
even hearing about it, my friend told me about it. He was like, "Bro, why don't you just use the Apple Card?" Because I was curious, like how many credit cards he had, and he told me about the Apple Card. And even hearing like about these ideas that Apple had, like that the card offers, I was like, this seems way too good to be true. Because like, I want you to like, again, 4.15% interest on a savings account, bro, that you get back. And I'm like, okay, no bank is offering that. Why is Apple offering this? Like, what's in it for them? You know what I mean? Like, even there was that, okay? Effortless,
Every
approval
bullet
on
must count now.
getting a
I'm
card, on
going.
getting approved, bro. Okay, like 3% back on like a lot of stuff.
Everywhere they are
And
exploring.
I'm over here thinking, what's in it for them? Well, how are they winning? Like, for a while, like this entire time, I just thought Apple was getting their money, like Apple and Goldman Sachs were getting their money back because of Apple Pay. Like, most people use Apple Pay, most stores have Apple Pay. You know what I mean? Like, me personally, I try my best to exclusively use Apple Pay because like I get 2% back on everything, every single thing, if I use Apple Cash. I mean, Apple Cash, if I use Apple Pay, and in stores that have it, that offer it. You know what I mean?
Guess I'll have to
So
use
I'm
my
just
bare
thinking,
hands,
what
like with
is
my
like,
fourth
there
wife.
has to be a catch. Why are they
Always
offering
puppy.
so many good things? Because, in modern day society, 2023, nothing is it's always too good to be true. And come to find out today, Apple is trying to void their partnership with Goldman Sachs, and I'm just like, okay, I knew it was too good to be true. This card is so user friendly that it's ruining Goldman Sachs. Now, according to Mashable, I don't know how credible they are. Okay, I'm not saying that they're like the most reliable thing. I just saw this. because I like I said, I literally just now heard about this that Apple is trying to like get rid of Golden Sack. Okay, so mm, oh, Apple's trying to get rid of them. In apparently in 9 months, they lost 1.2 or 1.5 billion dollars, according to Mashable. Now, hearing that, it honestly does make sense because the Apple credit card is honestly like it's way too good. Okay, there's too many good benefits. It's too user friendly that it's literally like bankrupt. It's literally making Goldman Sachs lose money because of how good of a product it is. Okay, they aren't able to screw over the customers so they can make money. Okay, that's usually how banks work. You know, they screw you over so they can make money, not you. Okay, but hearing that, I'm like, you know what? This makes perfect sense. I can't. I mean,
Killing
I
zombies is
can look
twice
at
as
other
fun now.
articles to see if it says the same thing, but I'm not going to because just hearing that it makes sense. Because like I said, it's user friendly. It shows you where your money's going. They give you a 4.15% interest on a savings account. Like just like that. Like bro, this card was too good that at Goldman Sachs is like losing money. Now for the future of the Apple Card, I'm honestly worried because, like I said, I love, bro, I love my Apple Card. It's so easy to use. Like it's such a flex, and all this is not important at all, but it's such a flex. Like when you drop it on the floor and it just goes ding because it's titanium. It's actual metal. So I'm like, oh shoot, I dropped it on purpose so many times when I first got it. I was like, yup,
They do
this
not
thing is going to be
deserve such a
amazing.
quick death.
But, you know, a month and a half later after
You are
getting it, I
pathetic to
hear
live
this
life.
news. Apparently it's going to be apparently the partnership is going to end like I think it said 12 to 15 months, which
My weapon is filled with bullets. My body is filled with
I'm
vodka.
I'm honestly
All is
scared
good.
because I don't know what this means for the future of the Apple Card, okay? Of my Apple Card, of other people's Apple Cards, you know what I mean? Like does this mean that we will no longer get 2% back on things that we buy with Apple Pay? That we purchase with Apple Pay? Does this mean that savings account that Apple was offering would no longer have 4.15% interest? Or would it just like void it completely? Like what does this mean? I honestly don't know. But to be honest with you guys, I'm terrified because I can't stress this out enough. That Apple credit card is amazing. Okay, so like it's a cash rewards credit card. So like I said, you get 2% back on what anything you buy with Apple Pay. Like the moment you pay it off, you get your money back. You get your 2%. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait until the end of the month. Like you get it right back through Apple Cash, of course, and you could deposit that into your checking account. You can keep it in Apple Pay, and then or you can use the money that you get back with with your cash back. You could use that and put it into your savings account. I don't know, like this all sounds good, but it's not good anymore because Apple is trying to like get rid of Goldman Sachs. Who knows what's going to happen?
And
Apparently,
stay out this time.
Goldman Sachs was talking to American Express to see if they could take it on. Again, who knows what's going to happen, okay? Who knows? Me personally, I'm honestly scared because if they so much as change up change like it'll piss me off if they change the savings account thing that they were offering because I actually wanted to do that at the end of the year. I wanted to talk to the dude who does my taxes to see what he thinks about it. But now that has to be, well, I'm still gonna ask him, but apparently things are going to change. Things are most likely going to change. But one thing Apple, if for some reason you're listening to this, listen. If you're like listen very closely. If you get rid of the cashback reward system that you guys have offered, you are going to get rid of so many people. You're going to scare, like, okay, not scare away. You're going to push away a lot of consumers, okay? Because for me, that was pretty much the main reason why I got the Apple Card because they offered like amazing cashback rewards. Okay, and if they take that away from me,
guys last longer
there,
than my marriages.
there's going to be no reason for me to use the Apple Card. Okay, I'll just wait until like I don't know, maybe a year, and I'll just go to the Capital One card. All right, I'll just go to the Capital One card. That's it. You know what I mean? If you get rid of the reward that you offered me to lure me in into getting it, and it just get taken away from me because like you made such a good product that it's not profitable for you guys, bro. Like you're gonna make a big mistake by doing that. Okay, like please figure something out. You know what I mean? Let American Express take on the I don't want to say burden because in like it's actually a really good card for consumers, but not the company behind it.
This is
Like
beautiful sight.
I'm again, I'm scared for what's going to happen with my Apple Card. I just hope nothing. I just hope like they don't just completely obliterate it. You know what I mean? Because it's just like wow, it's just gone in an instinct. Because like I said, I got it like literally like a month and a half ago, bro. So if it just disappears
I
because
give too many of my bullets
a
away.
company's like Goldman Sachs is too freaking greedy, like they just want money, that they would rather get rid of a
They
good
forgot the
product because
sickle
they
with
can't make
this
money.
hammer.
It's just it's wild, man. Like it is.